during a routine medical examination session conducted at the hospital, an event that had never been imagined before. The examination involved Jungkook, one of the members of the world-famous boy band BTS. However, the results of this examination were much more surprising than anyone could have imagined, including the doctors who examined him. In fact, their feelings were so touched that they shed tears. How so? What really happened to Jungkook that made this situation so emotional? The beginning of a simple inspection, as is often the case with celebrities, health is a very important and top priority. Jungkook, who is known for his outstanding physical fitness, underwent regular medical checkups conducted by the medical team. The examination begins with standard steps commonly performed by doctors, such as a blood check, physical examination, and several other tests. However, even though this check was supposed to go smoothly without any major problems, something unexpected happened in the middle of the process. When doctors examined the results of laboratory tests and carried out several further examinations, they found something very unusual, an unexpected event that left everyone speechless in the middle of the examination session. The doctor leading this process, known as an experienced professional, begins to feel an incredible strangeness. Based on the results of the laboratory tests he received, there was a very noticeable discrepancy with Jungkook's physical condition. Instead of getting stable results as usual, the medical team found some very alarming numbers. However, even more surprising was the reaction of Jimin, a BTS member who accompanied Jungkook during the examination. Jimin, who has been very close to Jungkook for many years, couldn't contain his emotions when he heard the explanation from the doctor. After hearing the results, Jimin looked very surprised, even silent for a while before finally crying. Of course, this surprised the doctors. They never thought that a routine examination could bring so many emotions, especially from a medical professional who has experience dealing with various cases. What really happened to Jungkook? To reveal more, the examination found a hormonal imbalance that is very rarely found in someone with age and physical condition like Jungkook. As it turned out, despite looking very healthy and fit on the outside, Jungkook's body was experiencing quite significant internal tension. The hormones involved in Jungkook's metabolic processes do not function as usual. In fact, doctors say that although the results do not immediately lead to a major illness, this imbalance can potentially affect his health in the long term if it is not addressed immediately. What made the situation even more emotional was how Jungkook himself responded to the outcome. During the examination, he looks quite calm and even smiles. However, after hearing further explanations from the doctor, a feeling of worry began to appear clearly on his face. Unexpectedly, Jungkook looked deeply moved by the attention given by the medical team and by Jimin, who couldn't hold back his tears because of his deep concern for his friend's condition. The reaction of the genie and the doctor. Why are they crying? The overwhelming emotions of the genie were very evocative. As someone who has gone through a lot of ups and downs with Jungkook, feelings of fear and worry are certainly very natural. Jimin, who has always been a protective figure in the group, feels that he must take care of Jungkook at all costs. Just look at how he always keeps his closeness with Jungkook, even in small things. The tears that came out of Jin's eyes were not only because he was worried about the results of the medical examination, but also because he saw how Jungkook tried to be tough in front of others, even though in his heart there might be a lot of fear. As friends who have been together for a long time, these feelings are more than just ordinary emotions. The same applies to the doctors involved in the examination. Although they deal with many medical cases on a daily basis, seeing a patient who seems to be very healthy physically but turns out to be facing a problem that is not visible to the naked eye is a wonderful experience. Their sense of empathy is so strong because they know how much impact it can have on someone who has always seemed so perfect in the eyes of the world. Diagnosis and next steps. What to do? After further exploring Jungkook's condition, the doctor decided to refer him to several specialists for a more in-depth examination. The recovery process that will be carried out will not be instant and requires special attention. However, despite this, the doctors assure that Jungkook's condition is not dangerous in the short term. It is important to note that the hormonal imbalance found in Jungkook could be due to various factors, such as the physical and mental stress he experienced due to his hectic lifestyle as a K-pop idol. These kinds of events are not rare, especially for someone who has a very tight and intense schedule. Therefore, the doctors suggested that Jungkook organize his life pattern better and allow time for the recovery of the body. The implicit message of this incident from the incident involving Jungkook's medical examination, there are some valuable lessons we can take. First, that even a person who seems to be very healthy and strong on the outside can simply harbor invisible health problems. In addition, this incident also reminds us of the importance of maintaining mental and physical health in a balanced way, especially for those who live with great stress, such as celebrities. For BTS fans, this incident is a reminder that even their idols are ordinary people who can experience health problems. Although they perform on stage with great passion, they also need time to take care of themselves and maintain life balance. Conclusion: why our attention is important in the end, what happened to Jungkook shows that behind the great success he achieved, there were personal struggles and challenges that he had to face. Jin, as a true friend, shows how much love and care he has for Jungkook. The same feeling is also felt by many BTS fans who also wish their idols the best in health and happiness. This medical examination, although surprising, carries an important message for all of us to pay more attention to the health of our body and spirit. And for Jungkook, hopefully his recovery journey will soon lead to positive results. We all wish him all the best, as does the genie who has always supported him. Health is an issue that always attracts public attention, especially when the spotlight is on an international celebrity like Jungkook, a member of BTS who has gone global. Recently, the world was rocked by the news of Jungkook's medical examination, which revealed shocking results, leaving even Jin, his group mate, unable to hold back tears. However, as with many other news that comes from the entertainment world, there is a big question that arises. Did this incident really happen, or was it just in fabrication to attract the attention of the media and fans? In the article discussed earlier, we learned that the doctor who examined Jungkook found an unusual hormonal imbalance in his body, which could potentially interfere with his health in the long term. Then, a surprising reaction emerged from Jin, who was crying because he was worried about his best friend's condition. All of this looks very emotional and dramatic, evoking the feelings of many people, especially ARMY, as BTS fans are called. However, before we get carried away with such an evocative story, let's try to think more critically. Is it possible that this really happened as described? Or is it part of a media strategy to create a big sensation that can attract more people's attention?